What's good, y'all, man? It's your boy Trail back at it again with another build video. I'm back with my 6'8" oversized point guard, big guard in the chat, man. You seen all these little bitty 5'9" point guards. We got something for him with this build right here. Another rare build. You're not gonna see these really ever. So this is fire. I love being different. I love doing something, my own way, my own type of vibe. And you see here the finishing is fire. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You see the 85 driving dunk, so you get the pro dribbles. You could go to 92 and get the elites, but finishing is pretty expensive this year. So I would much rather spread the love around rather than just focus on contact dunks. But I already get them, so you be solid. The defense goes absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying? The rebounding specifically, that. The block, you could change it around depending on what you want to do, but it is going to change the build name to multi-position defender. If you do max out the block, you're not going to get it to a 95 to get that Hall of Fame intimidator or Hall of Fame rim protector anyway, so you might as well. I would personally put it on the rebound, and also for the build name as well. You max out the rebound. You're not going to see any point guards with that type of rebounding. A lot of point guards have 25 rebound I've been seeing, so this build is gonna be a huge mismatch, especially if you're playing a 5 out. Like I said, they got to go out there and guard the big. You just crash the boards and get every rebound. I promise you. Now here, I would like to have a higher close shot, but it's quite expensive. So what you can do is throw it on the post control, get more badges, get that Hall of Fame post scoring. The shooting, the playmaking, it's solid. It's not the greatest, but you definitely have enough to where you can do what you got to do, honestly. You don't need a high ball control. You don't need a high three to shoot. Shooting is so easy this year. Takeover, you get 4 options: post, glass, rim, and lock. It's really your personal preference, but for me, I've been noticing that the enhanced jump shot contest is fire. Get a lot of good contests on those. You see the build name: rebounded point, shades of Magic Johnson, Ben Simmons, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So those are pretty good comparisons. Besides the 3, Ben Simmons ain't shooting like that. But the build is so rare, you're not going to see it at all. They're not going to know how to guard you. They're going to leave you open. I get a lot of wide open threes. Now getting into the badges here. You get 20, so you got a lot to work with, honestly. You could go to college. You could go to one of the colleges to give you that +4, that +2. I went to Michigan State for the playmaking. But it's really your personal preference how you want to play it. Obviously, this build is elite in the post, 85, so you get the Hall of Fame. So it really depends on your play style. But this is just what I've been rocking as of late. It's been very effective in the rec, and also in my career, it's super easy to grind badges, honestly. But yeah, that's just what I would rock. It's really your personal preference, what you want to do. Garage Pro Touch, Slithery Finisher, Post Spin Technician, Drop Stepper, all of that. Shooting, you only get 16, which is not a ton, but as everybody knows, this is probably the easiest 2K I've ever played, and I've been playing since 16. You don't need a lot of badges to green. You don't need high radiance to green. If you know your shot, you're going to make more than you're going to miss. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a lot of shooting at all. Find a good jump shot, and you'll be straight. Now the playmaking is pretty solid on this build as well. You don't get a ton, but I did go to Michigan State, like I said before, to get the +4 playmaking, so I actually get 23 instead of 19. So you can spread it out, as long as you got bailout on bronze, unpluckable hands for days. This build is not really a dribble guy by any means, but you can definitely cook up with the pro dribbles for sure. Just be smooth and not doing too much, and you'll be okay. Now, as far as the defense, you get 30 here, so this is probably my favorite part of the build. I'm defensive-minded in real life and on the game, so I love spreading it around. That gold rebound chaser on the point guard is fire. You're not going to see any guards, aside from this build, have that. You got to have a 91 rebounding, so you're definitely going to be a mismatch. You can play this build at the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, depending on your lineup. You can switch on the centers because you have interior defense, you have strength, you have rebounding. You can guard on the perimeter as well with the clamps and menace and interceptor, pickpocket, all of that. So make this build and go crazy, man. It's been your boy Trill. We'll be back at it again with another one real soon. Peace.